Okay, in this video, we are still dealing with quadratic equations, but at this point, we are dealing with completing the square. Okay, completing the square. How do we complete the square for a quadratic expression? And I believe you've seen this type of questions, a question asking you to write a given quadratic expression in the form x plus p squared plus q. I believe you've seen something like that, okay? Whenever you see that, that is what we mean by the completing square, okay? So, let me use an example to help us understand this. We have a question like this, okay? You can have an example where the coefficient of x squared is 1 and where the coefficient of x squared is not 1. So let me start with where the coefficient of x squared is 1. Okay? So this is what happens, or this is a simple way to do this. Whenever you see this, p is given by b over 2. Okay? Remember, we know quadratic expressions are written in the form x squared plus bx plus c. So it is this b over 2. And q is usually c minus b squared. Okay? So from this expression, our a is 1, our b is 4, and our c is negative 6. So these are what you substitute. So p therefore will be b is 4 over 2, which will give me 2. Okay, then to get q is c, which is negative 6 minus p squared. What is our p? 2 squared. So this is negative 6 minus 4. Negative 6 minus 4 is negative 10. Then once we got this, or once we get this, we replace them in this expression here. So we need to write it in the form x plus p. Our p is 2. So it will be x plus 2 squared plus q. What is q? Negative 10. Our q is negative 10. Okay. Plus minus, that is minus. So this is the same as, basically it is x plus 2 squared minus 10. So this is one way, or this is the easier way to be able to complete a square in an expression. Okay. Good. Let's now look at a question where we have an expression where the coefficient of x squared is not 1. Like I can pick this example, 3x squared plus 5x minus 2. This kind of questions, in most cases, you'll get a question asking you to write it in the form a into x plus p squared plus q. Okay? This a, we know how we get the a and the others, okay? But p and q stands to be the way we just showed up there. So to be able to get a, the first thing we do, we factor out the first two terms, okay? And we factor the 3. We want to make sure our x squared, or our x, the x squared does not have a number. So when I factor out 3 from x squared, I'll remain with x squared plus, when I factor out 3 from 5, factorization is taking the number dividing by the factor. Whatever remains is what we write inside the bracket. So 5 divided by 3 is 5 over 3x, okay, minus 2. That is what we have there, okay. Then, looking at this expression inside there, it is a quadratic expression lacking c. In short, if I was to write it as a quadratic expression, I'll have x squared plus 5 over 3x plus 0, because our c is 0, okay? Once I take that, now I write this in the form x plus p squared plus q, whatever I'm having here. This is what I need to write it in that form. Okay? And our a here is 1, our b is 5 over 3, and our c is 0. So I need to get p, which is b over 2. What is my b? 5 over 3 divided by 2, right? Which will be 5 over 6. Okay? Then I move to the next one, which is q. To get q, it is c minus p squared. What is my c? 0 minus, what is my p? 5 over 6 squared. And this is negative 25 over 36. Okay, I substitute this on the second part of the, so here this is what I'll be writing in the form x plus, so I write this in the form x plus p squared plus q. Okay, when I do that, I'll have x plus the p was 5 over 6 squared plus q, and the q in this case is negative 25 over 36. Okay, but this was just the center part. This was this part here. It was this part. Okay, it means the 3 and negative 2 need to be brought back. So this is the same as writing 3 into x plus 5 over 6 squared minus 25 over 36 minus 2. Okay, so I need to open this bracket with the 3. It means 3 will multiply this, and that 3 will multiply that. So I'll have 3 into x plus 5 over 6 squared, because we definitely, for us to multiply 3 with that, we'll have to open the whole of that bracket, and we don't need that. Okay, minus 3 times 25 over 36 minus 2. The 2 remains attached because it was outside the bracket. So this is 3 into x plus 5 over 6 squared. When you multiply this, 3 will cancel here, right? 12. So I'll have minus 25 over 12 minus 2, basically over 1. Okay? Then, this being like terms, you work it out. So 3 into x plus 5 over 6 squared minus. So that is 25 over 12 minus 2. Okay, so when you do that, when you take negative 25 over 12 minus 2, basically that gives us, so negative 25 over 12 minus 2, we get negative 49 over 12. That becomes our final answer. And when you look at our final answer, it has been written in the form a into x plus b squared plus q. Okay, where a is the 3 here, this second part is this, and the last part is that. Okay, so that is how we complete squares.